The oil pours, but from another place. Amazing. Well, this is a tank. What is it? The wheel is in place. Here, some kind of deflated at all. Well, yes. So look, what's inside? Keys. After washing. Oh, Epperst. Here. There is of course a smell and humidity. My respects. Look, I don't know, it didn't get any better. Now we will order the headline later, the headrests. Well, so. We need to polish everything a little better. Just smeared the dirt. Something like that here. It seems to be the norm here. Okay, let's go pick up the delivery from Avito and take care of this beautiful car. And a tank of Gar liquid came to us in delivery, which seems to be even whole. Hello to the Moscow Istria. For just 300 rubles plus 79 rubles, the delivery is mine. It looks like I'll have to change the tank and the oil, because I have the oil, and at the same time I bought the tank. I didn't want to do it, but I'll have to do it along the way. Here. Yes, of course it favors us. Let's look at the oil level. There is oil, let's say. So, a classic situation. And minus. Well, let's spin it. Something dangling terminals interests me the most. And plus this one here, it will be possible to solve something. They didn't send it exactly to bring it up and launch it somehow. So, no, you don't have to do this. Starter. Starter again. Everything is in order. So what? He stopped fucking, it seems. We'll ride for a couple more days, we'll see. Well, it seems to me that the engine is still more alive than any. In general. We need to go now to wipe the car a little. I took the sponge and put it somewhere, right? Wipe the doors. Like these are all the smudges. This is from the roof. This is not a pen. Damn, it costs 600 or 700 rubles. So reluctant to buy it. There are 300, here 700. This. The battery makes the head. Moisture, I have a booster. It starts, farts, then stalls. The battery is shorter for replacement. We need everything. All that is not necessary to remove the trunk. Now I'm going to try to wash off the oil stains on the doors and vacuum the car at least a little. Because this is sir. I'm going to try to hit the door cards now. Well, look, but it's washed. It looks cleaner, better, much better, naturally. The seats are already dry, the headrests are certainly not. Well, here, as I said, I smeared more dirt than I washed. And here, right here, it's much better than it was. Remember, these are the spots of Schroeder. But specifically the back row, I think I will not wash. It needs to be removed, and normally so, like the seat in principle. Well, what could I have done? Now we're vacuuming, we're going to wash this whole garbage. That's just shit. Let's polish, shoot the remnants for a conditionally review series. Let's fix some jams. Damn, but here it turns out to be torn. We'll fix the jams, fix the wiring. I don't know if I'm going to change mountains, I won't. And in general Pustikin. And in general it ends. 150. Drove the foam. Now here's what we'll do. There is no special way out. Well, who's like a typewriter? That's how I wash my car. Damn, I was distracted by the infection. Tall on the floor. Closing it. So, doing shit is my path. You're fucked up, okay. It's fine. It is necessary to vacuum up all this shit, there and a little water, plaque, bullshit. At least so that, well, it's not so frank. Well, here in general, I do not know, you need to wash. We're going to need this. Not that it was powerful. Well, at least somehow you know. That's how to make it beautiful. And nice. Ugh. An abomination. I've probably said that word a million times already. Some kind of spoons. It is strange that there is a mindset we're in this spirit. Well, you're just washing here. That's enough. Is it better now? Yes, it seems to be. Okay, let's go here. As you know, washing the car causes precipitation. Well, that's even better. I tried to wash it somehow, but you can see that this is an absolute pointless activity. Now this is no longer being laundered. Only with a brush, you know, an iron one. This is how the whole thing looks like. This is the facade, I remind you, the third one, or rather what is left of it. But on the whole he's, you know, he's coming to life, he's going. He's pretty good. There is not a single element, by the way, that has not been subjected to some kind of interference or corrosion. Except for Luke. Although it's also wiped here, it works, I'll show it later. Well, the condition is sad. Rubber, by the way, is Chinese, they told me 2000 of the 14th year. 75 is the 70/14th radius. It's a little hard to find. Rasta review. Let's touch on everything. Minus loop. For some reason. Well, this is what happens here. Everything is rotting. It seems to be, well, a German galvanized body, but it's not that good. The washing didn't affect anything at all, I'll look at it that way. Except, of course, the salon. I was in agony, wiping off the door cards. It's already better, but not ideal. The seat, as a matter of fact, was scrubbed. I even managed to vacuum here, clean up. Now we are still polishing it additionally. So that at least the end of the handle. You can make it so that at least it was pleasant to drive yourself. I just washed these door cards, too. The back door opens only from the inside. Everything was worse than this sofa here. Vacuumed. Carpets. By the way, they are also not launderable. I do not know what was carried here. Age-related sores are certainly present, but again, it seems to have been a galvanized body. Why is everything about him so bad? The trunk, like other brands, suffers of course. Here it is not clear how it rotted. Anti-aerodynamics. We don't look here, it's a mess. I just dumped everything from the salon. I'm going to wrap it up now, I'm going to clean it up. We won't show you any oil. I'll clean up. In general, the electrics even work, you know. Not that it matters. Here's the back door closing. Oops. He didn't open it. Moreover, this pen is working, but for some reason it does not work. The lock itself also has a laundered door card. Well, here you understand, I tried to at least wash the powders. Nothing helps in this car. Everything is complicated here. The electrics are working, by the way. Almost completely. Let's look under the hood. There are also interesting nuances and moments there. It starts, goes well, but unfortunately we will not start the oil caps yet. I'll deal with that right away. The oil-removing caps, let's say, have used themselves up and the oil pours directly into the cylinder. Not that much, but you know, it smells sometimes. How to get rid of it? We throw off the head and change the oil caps, but I'm not going to do this. So, this is a 2-liter 2E engine, VW. 15 horses will come, so it will also need to be dealt with. And he's coming. He seems to be alive. There were problems with DMRV, I showed it in other series. It will be necessary to deal with the idling sensor. With an idling valve or sensor, it doesn't matter. In general, everything is fine. Replace the tank. But it flows, and if it flows, it is not critical. There, the battery digs out the bottom 3 drops at a time. He needs to be thrown out, he does not start the car. The word is completely superfluous. In general, the car is on the move. For courier delivery, for anything, it can be quite suitable for itself. And in general, dissecting the area is the very thing. We are demonstrating the plant, not that it is a high-quality launch, but at least it has some kind. This is the battery. Let's do it again. And maybe the mass, and maybe what else. I managed to achieve more or less stable turns. I do not know how much it consumes, but it is definitely not small. Everything works, everything. The hydraulic compensators are tapping. And we need to deal with these twists here. This is a specific generator. Perhaps the generator does not charge the battery, and perhaps the battery is dead. Of course, I will not deal with this. I have conducted sea trials, so it is possible. It is already possible to decide specifically the fate of what we will do with him. Perhaps it is already a foregone conclusion. Well, I want to show what's left for us inside. In general, the car is complete, but it is blown up in places, but not very heavily boarded up. There are of course these age-related things. The car has passed 500,000. And then, I think that you can throw 30%, if not 50. Everything works quite well, except of course, for those moments that don't work, let's say. Those that were cut out, sawed out, which, strictly speaking, were not needed by this machine. By the way, look. I promised to show you the hatch. It really works in any position. I greased it up, and the battery tells us that of course, it's cool to have a hatch, but there's not enough power for it. Listen, and let's not suffer. There is a problem with the generator. In general, everything works here. And the same electric key. In two positions they are put, of course. There's nothing here anymore. It's better not to look there. By the way, there is a spacious sofa in the back. Yeah. Electric mirror. Of course they work. There's also a twister, my respect. That is, the left mirror, the right mirror, the left mirror is a separate masterpiece, so to speak. Well, in general, they say the equipment here is rich. They wrote to me that. In the comments they wrote that this is a certain edition. This is the line of the seat with the support of the map, the hatch and the electric mirror. And the color of eggplant color I do not know. Well, you can't see him anymore, he's finished. There's nothing to even consider here. It was all in a separate dish configuration. Where edition, why edition is not clear, but some kind of equipment is present. The front suspension is broken, the electrician needs to be shaken. Here is such a Volkswagen Passat B3 92nd year, which no one has ever cared for, and which no one has ever loved. What to do with it is still not clear. How a cool car would want to make up after all, years later. It must be admitted that this is a German quality. This is the best. The best that could be, let's say, purchased for. Attention, 45,000 rubles plus 12,000 investments, and we have 57,000 rubles. And this is the car that goes. Yes, it can be said that it is a necroposage, but it is not cheap. But it's coming, it's coming. It's trying to get back on its feet somehow. It is unlikely that he will succeed. Let's take another look at it more precisely. Well, here. Everything works like this here. Yes, the back seat is right, my homage. And at the same time, I also pushed my seat back. Naturally, it is possible here. Damn it. And it's cool to drive from behind if you don't look at the ceilings and so on. It all works too. Everything is in order. Electrics in general, are quite present. But the fact that with age everything has crumbled, and you need to shake everything, yes. So, in the end, I want to say that after all, this car, they are necry. And it's trying to get up from its knees. If you throw in, I don't know yet, the front 10 suspension, the electrics 5. Oil removable, I don't know if I throw in another 50 kopecks, except for the body, of course. The body needs to be completely painted, cooked. So if you throw in another 50 kopecks, let's say, well, this is right up to the maximum, she will still drive more than 1,000 kilometers. Therefore, it is still a car, and not a necrocheap one. Although it looks, oh no, of course, like this. Damn, this is it. Galvanized body, right. It would seem. What's wrong with him? Why is he all gone? Everything is bad here in general. Why it all went to rust, I don't understand. But the color is 100% native. No one has repainted it here. Damn, how would you show something? There is no thickness gauge here, there will be a finger gauge. Everything is in its native paint. Again, these sores, I do not know where they came from. Most likely, this car hit once in 2008 year, in my opinion. Petersburg. Judging by the duplicate of this, yes, this is a duplicate. Here it remains. And you can see that the camel did some shit to her. That's what we'll call a posad that has seen some shit. Cool. The decision on the issue with the trade wind will be very soon. And most likely I will insert it here in Okonsovo. Now I'm going to help. I'm going to deal with the generator. At least you need to open the tube twist. It really doesn't close. Oh, isn't the generator charging? Or is this the end of the battery after all? But in general, the car is a buzz. This is a German, I can afford to say so, a German tank from the 90s. Remnants, however, of former luxury. That is, specifically, if this car was 2-liter on the move, and even on automatic, there would be no price for it. And I have a list of 20 cars. All of them are German, except one. Guess which brand is which? The only one. So, I want to show all these 20 cars here. I'll see you when I see you.